Making sure I don't echo. Get my watch party set up. So tonight I am doing a live video. Everybody know my name is Cynthia, and I am a numerologist and metaphysical teacher. And I've decided to do some celebrity numerology readings, and so with the celebrity numerology reading tonight is all about Blac Chyna, aka Angela Renee White. And so I'm gonna do her entire reading. Well, everything that I think that's important, because believe it or not, everybody know who Blac Chyna is. She has a baby by Rob and then the rapper Tyga, but she has a very, very interesting chart, very interesting chart. And so I want to dedicate this reading tonight to Blac Chyna, and I hope that I will do your reading some justice, because it's beautiful. It is beautiful. And doing this reading with Blac Chyna, about Blac Chyna, it will give you an opportunity to actually see how I do my readings, my long readings. Now I also do short readings, what is just your born day, your life path, and your personal year. But a long reading is your born gift, your life path, your destiny number, your karmic lessons, your karmic debt, if you have any, your pinnacles, your challenge, any karmic lessons. I don't think I said karmic lessons. So when I do a long reading, it's all about, I give you everything, all the good stuff that you need to know about your song. And that's pretty much what it is. Back in the day when Pythagoras created numerology back in 520 BC, it was all about vibrations. It was all about musical notes and the song of who you are, the beauty, the beautiness that make up who you are by this beautiful song. And pretty much that's what vibrations is. When you think of musical notes, you're thinking of the vibrations of the notes. And so I'm going to do, and when I'm looking down, I'm trying to look at the watch party, making sure no one has any questions, because I'm doing a watch party on my phone. But I'm going to make sure that I sing Blac Chyna's beautiful song, so everybody will have a chance to truly get to know who this person is. Yes, you do. You see her on TV, you see her acting now, your reality shows, who she having a baby daddy drama. I mean, who her baby daddies are, and the drama to come along with them. But truly, the person who Blac Chyna is, the true person, the authentic self, the soul of Blac Chyna is very, very beautiful. Okay, let's get into it. Again, my name is Cynthia R. Meeks, and my Defining Life Path is the name of my business. I am a life path strategist, which is a fancy way to say numerologist/coach. Okay, so not only do I give you your reading, but I'm also intuitive. So I give you a little bit more than just a reading. I give you, if anything is coming up that I need to let you know. In the meantime, I will give you that as well. Okay, so let's jump into it. Blac Chyna, aka Angela Renee White. She was born May the 11th, 1988. So that means her, and I'm gonna be putting some stuff in the comments so you can see exactly everything that I am talking about with the numbers. Her birthday is May the 11th, 1988. Her born gift is 11-2. So her born gift is 11-2, okay? So that means she's a master 11 the day when she was born. So when you think about the born gift, the energy is really vibrant. The energy of your born day, that's the day you were born on, not the month, but the day. And that energy is very, very vibrant. in the duration of the time of 0 through 18, okay? 0 through 18, that's when your born gift is very, very vibrant. So when you think about your children are wherever they are now, your grandchildren, when they are between the age of 0 and 18, the day that they were born on, which any number between 1 to 31, though that's the most vibrant energy of their song. That's the most vibrant energy that they are feeling at that moment, okay? So she was born on May the 11th, 1988. Her born gift is a Master 11-2. And I have quite a bit of notes. So when you see me grabbing some things, I'm gonna grab some stuff and kind of throw it up here so I can make sure I don't miss anything because I got a lot to cover. Okay, so her born gift is Master 11, which means when she was a little girl, okay, from a little girl up until the age of 18, she was always, and if you see the relationship between her and her mom, you can see this, but had always had an old soul. That means her mother never treated her like a little girl. They probably always been good friends, best friends. She was best friend with her child. And that's what a Master 11 is. A Master 11 is a person who come into this world, okay, who have had many, many, many reincarnations, many reincarnations. And when you hear me talk about reincarnations, sometimes numerologists don't truly get into this because they're not metaphysical. Some are. Most of them, if they're talking about karmic debt, they will talk about reincarnation and all that stuff. But she has had many reincarnations. Being born on the 11th is saying, I have a lot of it's pretty much saying I have a lot of experience, but I'm still coming back here. I've had all these bachelor's degrees. Now I'm coming back for the master's. Now I'm coming back for the PhD. I'm coming back for more lessons. So when you are born on the 11th of the month, you're coming back. And also, it can also go along with the 29th of the month or the 20th, not the 20th, the 29th of the month. However, the 29th of the month shares the energy of the 2 and the 9. So therefore, it makes up an 11. But when you're born on the 11th, you encompass more energy about the Master 11, okay, which is very sensitive energy. So she's very sensitive. She's a visionary. And again, reincarnation, a lot of past lives, you coming back into this life with just to gain more experience. So that means people see you as having an old soul. You may want to hang around older people. A lot of your friends may be older. You want to hang around your grandmother more, talk to them, because you feel somehow that you can relate to them. Just because of the old soul, the conversation that you have will be very mature. And so not only that, the Master 11 always have like this connection to the other side. So they are somewhat psychic. However, if you know someone born on the 11th and you say, are you a little psychic? They really can't tell you that. And the reason why is because they often they need to clear the chakra, mainly the solar plexus, because if that chakra, it has not been open or is kind of clogged up, then they cannot tap into their inner self. Okay. And so if they're not having any visions, if they are not having any kind of psychic abilities, then they are the ones who have not truly tapped into their inner soul, their inner self. And with that being said, all they need to do is meditate and do the meditation on the solar plexus, and it will open up, and then they will start to have some of the energy of the Master 11. It takes a while to actually get the energy of the Master 11 because we are so programmed growing up, we are so programmed to do what other people want us to do. And oftentimes when you are born, you have to take on everybody else who is around you on their habits, so to speak. And so you don't get to do and be how you truly are, because they'll tell you, oh, don't do that, or stop talking like that, or you don't see anything, don't talk, that's not of God. And so when people are telling you these things as a child, you suppress all of your spiritual gifts until you get to a place where you can start to be enlightened and get back in touch with your soul, get back in touch with your authentic self. Okay, so with that being said, Master 11 people are very creative. So if you have children who is born on the 11th of the month, it doesn't matter which month it is. 11th is 11. So that's the beauty about numerology. It is not associated with your astrology. Numerology has its own world, okay? And so just because you are Taurus, just because you are Pisces, it really doesn't matter, because what matters is the day you were born, or the number has nothing to do with the actual astrology of it all. So again, being born on the 11th, the qualities or the talents and the characteristics that she will have is an old soul, reincarnated with many, many past lives, psychic abilities, and also nervous energy. She does have nervous energy, and not even meeting her personally, I already know, because I know her song. So I know she has nervous energy, and she needs to always have a clean area around her, clean house. Everything always needs to be organized and clean, because if she cannot operate in chaotic or a messy space. So it always needs to be organized and together. And I can assure you that her house is spick and span. I can assure you, because most people who are born on the 11th of the month, not the ones born on the 29th, but the ones specifically born on the 11th of the month, are very, very clean, because they already know they cannot operate in a messy environment. Always, she will probably be depressed. Not always, but sometimes she will become depressed, because the 11 energy, if you add up the 1 + 1 = 2, it is very, very sensitive, highly sensitive. And so when you think about how sensitive she is, it is because of the 11 energy, the 2 energy. 1 + 1 = 2, and it's about the 2 energy is very, very sensitive. So oftentimes things can hurt her feelings and make her want to cry, and she can also shut down, and when the cameras are turned off, and then that's when she's able to express herself and say how people or something that someone said, how it has truly affected her. So when you see people out in this limelight and the spotlight, and they all smiles and they all this, that's not the true person. When the cameras are turned off and they go in their own space, then they actually can become who they are. And I'm letting you know that she is a sensitive one, a very sensitive one. And that's why and if you know her before, she was the one that didn't do interviews. She never really did interviews. She never did have a time to, she never wanted to speak up. You always read articles about her, what other people have said about her, but it was never her words. And all of a sudden now she's speaking up. And why is that? Well, the reason why, I will get into that. And it is the reason why is because of her personal year. But before I get into her personal year, let's talk about her life path. Her life path is very, very exciting. And what's exciting about the life path is because she is a 20, hey, Jackie, she is a 24/6. Her energy is a 24/6. So with the 24/6 energy, Blac Chyna is a nurturer. She is a person who loves family. So I can attest that having that breakup with Tiger at the beginning was very heavy on her, because she, like a person that is a sixth energy, want to have their family always. They want to have the husband, they want to have the kids, but oftentimes if they split up with the person who they have their children with, oftentimes they wind up finding men who act like boys. They never truly act like a man, they act like little boys. And so when you find a person who is a sixth energy, they are at the point acting like very childish. And the reason being because she's like the mother bear. She's a nurturer. She's a person who love beauty, love family, love people, and she gives a lot. She gives a lot. She gives a lot of herself to take care of people, even with advice. She gives a lot of advice. And I can truly tell you, even though she's not very talkative, okay, I can honestly say that she is the one who went the people who she can talk to and she can count on behind the cameras and be herself. Don't care about the language she's using. She could just be herself. She can give you some shit. She can truly give you the true advice, okay? The true advice that she probably needs to be taking herself. That's one thing about the sixth energy, is that the sixth energy always love to give unsolicited advice and advice to people who come to them and need their help. For some reason, the six people always draw people to them, and because they know how loving, how caring they are, very caring, very loving. And also a sixth energy will do a lot for other people. So they are very compassionate. And when it comes to the love, they are always a person who is showing love, giving love, loving beautiful things, and are beautiful. Anytime you find someone that is born on the 6th of the month, or the 15th of the month, or the 24th of the month, or their whole life path, remember, we're talking about her life path, so that's the total sum of her date of birth equals a 24/6. So that lets me know that's why she stays so perfect looking. Her lips are perfect looking to her. It may not be to you, but it is to her. Her lips are perfect looking. Her body is perfect looking. Her skin tone, her hair, her nails, everything has to be in a perfect alignment, because that's what the sixth energy is all about. It loves beauty. It loves to feel beautiful. It loves to look beautiful, and it loves beautiful things. So I can probably honestly say that her house is probably filled with a lot of beautiful things, because six people have a problem with saying no to beautiful things. And oftentimes when you find a person who is born on the 6th of the month, okay, and it may even run over to the 15th of the month, oftentimes those men have a problem with being monogamous in a relationship, because when they see beautiful people, beautiful things, they have a problem with saying no and in not respecting the relationship that they are in. Her life path is a 24/6, and so that's letting me know that she gives a lot. She gives a lot of her heart. She's a very loving, very compassionate person, and she's probably have given a lot to her mother. I recently saw a clip of her show, and it was just showing that the mother and her were having like these huge arguments. And it's very sad to see how that plays out on TV, because I know for sure that is bothering her, the look of that, even though the money is good. And the thing with that, people who are in the with the sixth energy, how can I say this? When they are in the sixth energy, the family is really important. So I know that bothers her, not only because it's her mother, not only because, but her children are aware of that the mother and her are not speaking, but she is a 2 energy, so she's very sensitive, and things like that will truly weigh heavy on her. So so I know that she prefers to be in a relationship with her mother. And now as an adult, she's already like, I've always been an adult, okay? I came into this world as an adult. I came into this world as my mother's friend. I was never the mother and the daughter. It was always a friend. But the mothers see how prosperous her daughter is, and she plays on that so she could stay in the limelight. Her mother is probably jealous of her because Blac Chyna have always been the mature one, the responsible one. And that's what the sixth energy is as well, is very responsible. Okay. And again, they're very responsible, but they hate to be criticized. They're kind of control freaks. Okay. So control freaks hate to be criticized, but are very nurturing, very giving, very compassionate, very loving. Let's see, what else can I say about her life path? And so it's a beautiful, already I can see her energy. And so life path, for those who are not into numerology, life path is the number of your total date of birth. So the total date of birth equals your life path number. And the life path is the number that you would carry on out through your lifetime. Okay, some people say that that's the number that you can find your life purpose in. So if that's the number that you can find your life purpose in, it's basically saying that she has a message of compassion. She's a service to others. So all that she is doing that is out in the public is not for her. It's for other people who are less fortunate to see how you can become this, rich person, this famous person. It may be the wrong way, by sleeping with people, by getting, the booty injections, no matter what the lesson is. But she has made it. She has become this celebrity, this person that is in the limelight for other people to look at her and hope and wish that they could be like that when they grow up. However, I believe that she will become more spiritual as she gets older. Become more spiritual because of the 11 energy. Her born number, the Master 11, is a number for spirituality, is a number for being a visionary. And so I believe that she will walk into that once she becomes older and becomes wiser. When you're dealing with a Master 11, sometimes it takes a little bit longer in life to hit that space to where you are learning now while you're here. You are remembering why you are here with this beautiful message that you brought to this world. And that's the point. You came here because you are a messenger, and you are bringing a message. And sometimes we forget that. Of course, we're going to forget it because we don't know that we have this blueprint when we are born. And sometimes we have to, keep getting off the track. And God will just bring us right back on, sit us right back down on the right track, and then push us to the point where we need to go. And I think that's where she is right now. Okay. And I know it's for sure. And that's why I wanted to kick off my celebrity numerology reading with Blac Chyna, because Blac Chyna, believe it or not, has a beautiful, beautiful song. And like I said it at the beginning, if you're just not joining me, she has a beautiful song, and her song is built up of all of her vibrations, all of her energy vibrations that she have within her. Beautiful song. And I mean, to the point where Blac Chyna will never have to worry about money, okay? And I would get into that why, the reason why. And if you have some of these numbers, if you want to do a reading, all you have to do is DM me. For this summer, I do quick readings. You won't have all of this information I'm about to give tonight, but you can get a quick reading. All you have to do is DM me. Let's talk about it, and get your and start your song. Start learning and rehearsing the song that is within you, okay? So Blac Chyna was born on the 11th. She's a Master 11 for one, part of her song, okay? Her born gift is a Master 11, 11-2. Her life path is a 24-6. Now let's get into her destiny, okay? The destiny is so beautiful. The destiny. The destiny number for Blac Chyna is, oh my gosh, you guys, trust me when I say that this destiny number is very rare. Now, the thing about Blac Chyna, this is not her real name, okay? And that's the thing about these celebrities choosing these names without knowing the vibration of the name. The reason why Blac Chyna has had so much up and down, so much test, she's a lot of tests that she's been tested a lot, okay? Because she changed her name, her stage name, to Blac Chyna. And if Blac Chyna was listening to this message or will listen to this message in the near future, I hope that she will start using her real name, because her real name is the one that's the treasure. Her real name is the treasure of her song. Her real name, Angela Renee White. Angela Renee White has a vibration, you guys. Check this out. A vibration of a 44-8, which is very rare. When you are reading about master number, it is a master number. And when you are reading about master numbers, normally you only read and hear about the 11 master, the 22 master, and the 33 master. However, her name equals a 44-8. But check this out. Her whole name, if you break up her whole entire name and you do them individually, Angela is a 22 master. Renee is an 11-2 master, and White is another 11-2 master. You put them all together, add them up, and they give you a 44-8. That is so beautiful. That's how beautiful her name is. It's a 44-8, and she doesn't even use it, you guys. She changed her stage name is Blac Chyna, which is a master 11/2, which means she went from a powerful number, okay? She went from a powerful master 44-8 to a number that's going to make her sensitive, something that's going to make her have nervous energy, give her a lot of tests in life. You know, one minute is this, and then next thing something else shows up. Next thing something else shows. All these lessons. She needs to drop the Blac Chyna. Blac Chyna ain't working. It's working for her, but because it's her stage name, so it does not. It has a lot of weight on it because everybody recognizes her as Blac Chyna, and they don't recognize her as Angela Renee White. But if I can just talk to her, if I could just give her a little advice, I would advise her to drop the Blac Chyna, and the world of opportunities will open up for her even more than where they are right now. But she is having a lot of luck right now. She is having a lot of good opportunities right now, and I'm going to get into that in a second as to why is that. But let's start with the real name, okay? So the real name, Blac Chyna, is a 44/8 energy vibration, which is very rare. Normally, if you look at old numerology books, they didn't even recognize 44/8 because there was not any people names that equal 44/8 or their date of birth that was summed to 44/8. But now there are more and more 44/8s that are appearing, especially in the name. And those people are very rare, and they have a lot of good luck in their lives. Okay, so here are some of the talents and characteristics of a 44/8. Brilliant mind with professional and charitable heart, acknowledging your radiance and powerful impact on the world. Okay, will empower others to do the same. And the lessons to the 44 are the ability to put things together and get things done. I would say that is her. When she sets her mind to something, she gets it done. And that's the beauty about the 4411. You have two fours And if you know anything about numerology, you already know that fours are very, very disciplined. They're very focused. They're very hardworking, overly hardworking. Okay, overly work. They work themselves to the bone. Oprah Winfrey life path is a 4. Will Smith life path is a 4. So imagine having a double 44/8. 8 is a very powerful, very, not only very powerful, but very, very abundant number, a number that will bring you money, money, money. So she work hard, she makes it. And if she gets to the point where it's hard for her to make the money, she will become intoxicated with success and wealth, and she will do the extreme measures in order to reach what she wants. She would do the extreme measures. Now, I would certainly say having a baby by Rob was an extreme measure, okay? Because that 11 energy was like, you know what? Get him back, get him back. Which way can I get him back? Which way can I get him back? Because that's how sometimes the 11 energy is. It could be very, how can I say, it's like, it's the blame. You want to blame other people for what you've done, and you always want to be able to get people back for some reason. I got to get them back, revenge. And so that's what, going the extreme measure. Oh, he left me and he went over there to all these wealthy people. I'm going to do the same. I'm going to go after this other person and do the same. And so that's how she ended up getting with Rob, having a baby, and now she's a part of the Kardashians in some way, form, or fashion, by way of her daughter. Okay. So, and hopefully, I hope and pray that she does not have the same relationship as her mother, and because oftentimes it can be repeated. The relationship that she has with her mother, her daughter can have the same relationship with her, because she's always in the limelight. And trust me, with that 6 energy, she does not neglect her children. I don't care how many times you see her out there. I don't care how much she's traveling. That 6 energy will always pull her back in and have her right there with her children. And she's a very overprotective mother. And that's usually what the 6 energy is. It always want to be right there. Those children are always right there with her. You may not see them, but trust me, they behind the scenes somewhere with her. Also, something about those 6 people, they get obsessed with their children. Now, the spouse, they may treat them a little bit different, but the children, they are the parent that is always present in their children's lives and their family lives. It's always about family domestic. Let's see about the 44 energy. When it let's see, what else did I write? Things, but the challenge would be to be more. Okay, so the challenge for the 44/8 is to be more flexible, because, like I said, they want to work a lot. They always want to work. Because they want to keep what they have going, working, and wealth. They want to have the wealth and the power, So whatever it takes, she will do it so she can maintain her lifestyle. You will always see her like she is going on the thing she has. You will always see her like that, because she will always maintain this lifestyle. Now, I don't know how many babies she can have and whatever, but the lifestyle will always be there, because she has the ability to be very creative. The 6 energy from her life path, being the 24/6, will give her the ability to be very creative. I know she has this makeup line called Lash, but she's going to create more than just that by her coming out and speaking. And I'm jumping ahead of myself. Okay, so her real name is the 44/8 energy, which is very, very good and powerful, and very lucrative. When I say very lucrative, is she can manifest whatever she wants. She's a visionary. The visionary part is coming from the Master 11, being born on the 11th, and the 6 energy. She's a visionary. That means she has visions. So I saw an interview where she said you need to write things down, and they will, and that's how things can happen, because you write things down. Hello, Blac Chyna, you are a visionary. You are made up of visions, okay? You're born on the 11th. Your life path is a 24/6. So that's the reason why you are a visionary. You can vision something and it will happen. As simply as that you can vision yourself living and having much more than you have and doing much more than what you are doing, and it will manifest. Why? Because you have the power of vision, and your name is a 44-8, which is a very, very manifesting, lucrative energy. However, she does not use her real name. So instead of having all the power and all the energy and the energy that comes with all the power and the hard working, she uses Blac Chyna. Most people call her Blac Chyna. She answers to that. She's known from that. She writes that. And so her energy is more about the Blac Chyna, which is the 11-2, which means she will be constantly tested over and over and over and over again. Remember, the master 11 that comes from the day that she is born, that number that vibration is very strong from 0 to 18. It's still in your song. It's still in the beautiful song that you are, but it does not, it's like the chorus, it's less than the chorus. It's like the end and the last note of the song, because it does not have that much energy in you anymore. It's kind of quiets down, and then the life path, the destiny number, and all the other, and then that's the numbers that the energies that are more prevalent in your life as you get older. Okay, Blac Chyna, if you ever watch this, if somebody ever send you this video, now that you are becoming this professional, this businesswoman who is serious about where she is and where she's going, especially in the next 9 years, and I will tell you why the next 9 years, is because your name, the 11/2, is a number that you will always be tested. It's the energy that is very creative, but very sensitive. And so you will have a lot of sensitive lessons that's going to try to teach you to be a little bit stronger. And you're bringing this energy on yourself because you gave yourself this name, this toxic, I wouldn't say toxic energy, but this energy does not blend well with your mother's energy. So she's Black Tokyo or Tokyo. Maybe she's Black Tokyo. I don't know. And you're Blac Chyna. I don't know what Asia have to do with anything, but if you let that Blac Chyna go, I bet you and your mother can have a better bonding relationship. Okay, it's the Blac Chyna that keeps bringing these lessons that you're having to learn. It's the Blac Chyna with the 11-2 vibration that keeps having things that happen to you, and you're like, what, goddamn, now what's next? What's going on now? You know, what lesson am I have to learn this? What test is going on? And then you get to doing the blaming game, and you know, it's her fault and it's this. You let that Blac Chyna go and you become Angela Renee White. I promise you, your life would change dramatically. It would totally be different. You should share this video on Twitter and tag her. Tokyo Tony. Thank you. Thank you, Sonia. Her name is Tokyo Tony. Okay, so the Tokyo Tony, the Blac Chyna, the energy is not mixing. And if you go back to another video, Blac Chyna did say, my mother is not a celebrity. So when you bring her into this celebrity world, it just don't work for her. And the reason why I'm talking, but I think she spells it Tokyo. Okay. So the reason why it doesn't work, because when they were younger, when Blac Chyna was Angela White growing up, they had this bond relationship. They were friends. They were like the best of friends. And the reason why, because she was born as a Master 11. So she was already born with this maturity that when you are born as a Master 11, people don't think of you as being this young, immature child. They already see you as a mature adult, basically. And so they look at you and they put you to these high standards and these high expectations. And then you have these high expectations about yourself. And then when things don't get to where that level that you want them to get, then you are in this situation where now you're depressed. and now you feel a certain way because because you can't reach that level of expectation that you and the people around you have put on you. And so that's why when kids get to a point at a certain level in their life, like 18, 21, then it's like, okay, now I want to be a kid. I never had a chance to be a kid because everybody always treated me like the mature one. Like I had everything already together. I really don't have it together. And now you become depressed. And now you become this person that has to be on Prozac and all these other pills just to handle the nervous energy that you're feeling because you feel like you're off track. Okay. And so this is what she's putting on herself right now. That energy that she had when she was younger, it's not depleted, but it's not as strong as her other energies. But now that her name, but since she's called herself all these years Blac Chyna, it brings back up the 11 2 energy, because that's what Blac Chyna energy vibration equals to a master 11. If she will stick to her name, Angela White, it will be beautiful. The money will be rolling in. She will be huge in this industry, whatever she's in. What is that? Like a what do you call that? Reality star. She would be huge in that arena, bigger than the Kardashians, because that's her energy. And I don't care that, you know, she's not with Rob. It doesn't matter. She will find another person with money that will be able to keep her at that level if she used the name that she's supposed to, the energy of the 11-2. But again, remember I said that 6 energy, 24-6, since she's not married right now in her life, she will continue to find these childish boys or these men that act like boys because it gives her the control. She can control them because she is a control freak. She likes having the control, and that's always the nurturer. The nurturer comes through as the one, oh, I can nurture you. I can get you back to where you need to go because they feel like they are in control of you, okay? So moving right along, if you guys are staying with me, let's go over it again. Blac Chyna was born on May the 11th, 1988. Master 11 is her born gift. 24-6 is her life path. Her destiny is 44-8 by her name, by way of Angela Renee White, but she calls herself Blac Chyna, so she has the energy of the Master 11-2 again with the Master 11-2. Now, this is the good part. Let's get into the good stuff. The good stuff is that she is her personal year this year in 2019. She's in her personal year 1. And the personal year 1, okay, so check this out. Now, this year, you've seen Blac Chyna do interviews. The first interview she's ever done was with Wendy. The second interview, she was with Angela on the Breakfast Club. Then she went to I forget what that other lady name is. Not Angela Yee. She's another. I think she's Puerto Rican. I can't think of her name. If anybody know her name, just put it in the comments, and I can. But she did an interview with her, so she is like becoming this whole new person. And the reason why, because she's in her personal year 1. Personal year 1, guys. If you don't know your personal year, DM me. Let's get this reading going, and I will help you with your personal year because it's very important to know what year you're in. She is in her personal year 1. It's like a brand new Blac Chyna. She has the reality show. She's doing interviews. She's talking. She's never talked before. She probably said 3 words in the last 10 years. Never have done an interview. This year, she's coming out. She's been her authentic self. She's like being reborn. She's a new it's a new person, new beginning. She is building her wealth. She's becoming this. She's taking risks. She's doing so much right now and really, truly becoming the new her. And the reason why, because she's in her personal year 1. The personal year 1 is the time to go, 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 go. It's time to be selfish. It's time to really become this brand new you. It's like giving birth to a brand new baby, like just have a brand new start on life. Shedding all this old stuff off and starting with the new. And now I'm getting out here. I'm going to talk. I'm going to face my fears. I don't care what can happen. I'm going to take all these risks. I'm going to be the authentic self that I was born to be. And that's what she's doing right now. She doesn't have a team of people. She doesn't have the Angela Martinez. Yes, she did an interview with her, and she was talking about the mom. She was talking about her children, and she is coming out of her shell, guys. She is coming out of the shell, and you're going to see a totally different professional Blac Chyna. And I can promise you, she probably will start taking that type of interview lessons, how to talk in an interview, how to have more etiquette when you're talking and the way you're doing. She can be beautiful because that's what the sixth energy is. You always are making sure you're putting your best foot forward. You will be beautiful from head to toe. You will keep your health up. You're going to keep your look up. She's going to keep that lipo in place, those lips big, whatever she can do to feel beautiful. With that 44-8 energy, she's also going to keep the money. With that 11-2 energy, she's also going to have these lessons that keep showing up over and over. But right now in 2019, she's in her personal year 1, where she's becoming this brand new person. She's building herself for the next 9 years, okay? Next year, you're going to see Blac Chyna is going to slow down. She's going to have patience. Whatever she's working on, she's probably become a little bit out of the spotlight and just continue to work on what she's working on and building. But this year, she's going to whoop ass. In 2019, Blac Chyna is going to rise to the top of her game this year, and you can already see this with the interviews that she's doing, with the products that she's doing. She was at the Black Essence Festival. I mean, not the Black Essence, the Essence Festival that was in New Orleans. She was at that festival, and Tamar did a video with her, and she was talking about, I'm at Blac Chyna's booth and I'm buying all of her products, coming by her products, and that's what you're going to see more of. You're going to see more of people being there and helping her out, boosting her confidence, and allowing her to take the center stage. And she's going to be there taking the stage. She wants the limelight. She feels the energy to get out there and be different and not have the fears anymore. The 11 energy can give you a lot of fears and phobias, but she's stepping out of that. She's saying, this year, I'm going to take advantage of the energy that I am feeling. And I'm so happy and I'm so proud of her because she has a beautiful song, y'all. The song is the vibrations of her energy, the vibrations of all of her between her name and her date of birth. That beautiful song, and her chart is beautiful. And I see why that mother of hers is like a little gnat, because she see that her daughter is this huge, that has made this way for herself, and she probably had nothing to do with it. She see that her daughter, that she can lose her daughter in all of this, because she can get so big, and it's like, well, what do I need? What does she need me for? What do my grandkids need me? I can't even buy them a pair of shoes with I don't have this type of life that she has. And so what do I have to give? So jealousy is probably playing a big part in the relationship of her and the mother. Okay, guys, so now let's talk about the pinnacle and challenge that she's in right now. Blac Chyna just turned 31 years old. However, she's in her second pinnacle, okay? We have 4 pinnacles of our lifetime. 4 pinnacles, four pinnacles. The longest pinnacles are the first and the last. The longest pinnacles are the first and the last pinnacle, okay? It goes like this: 0 to, it could be 29, it could be 28, it could be 30, it could be 31. It just depends on your life path. And if you know your life path, all you need to do is take the number 36 and minus, 36 minus, I'm sorry, guys. 36 minus your life path. Let me get it right in a minute. 36 minus your life path. You take 36 minus your life path, and it will give you your first pinnacle. Her first pinnacle was 0 to the age of 30. Okay, that was her first pinnacle. She just turned 31, so she's been in her second pinnacle for 1 year. Now, as you can see, 0 to 30, that was 30 years being in this one whole pinnacle of energy. It was like a bubble. That's what a pinnacle is. So she's in her second pinnacle right now, which is her started at the age of 30, and she will play out this pinnacle until she's 39. Then the next pinnacle start at 39. You take 39 plus 9, and that will give you her next pinnacle. So right now she's in a pinnacle of 30 to 39. Okay? Which means, let me see what it said. What my little notes. Okay, so where she is now is so beautiful because Blac Chyna is in her one pinnacle. Now remember, I said she's also in her personal year one. It does not mean the same as your pinnacle one. Your personal year one would change every year. Okay, your personal year changes every year. Every year, the universal year changes. Your personal year changes beginning January to December, January to January. Your pinnacle, okay, your pinnacle can last for 30 years. It's your first pinnacle, can be 30, 31, 28 years. And then the two in the middle are 9 years apart. So 4 pinnacles. The first one is long. The two in the middle are 9 years apart. And then your last pinnacle is the age. Usually it's between 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, depending on your life path. And it go no, not your life path, depending on your 9 years. And it goes all the way until you leave this earth. So the first pinnacle and the last pinnacle are the longest. She's in her second pinnacle, which is age 30 to 39, and the pinnacle, and so this is confusing. That's why I don't really go through all this. So the pinnacle that she's in right now is the second pinnacle, and then the pinnacle cycle is the pinnacle cycle. Is just her second pinnacle cycle, and she has a pinnacle and a challenge attached to the cycle of the whole vibration of herself. And those numbers, the pinnacle is a 1. So not only is she in her personal year 1, but the pinnacle for the next 9 years will be a 1. Okay? And it's so beautiful, guys. The pinnacle is all about asking you to demonstrate your leadership. And that's what being that personal year is all about as well. Is showing your leadership, being out there, you're brand new, you this new person, okay? Being the boss for this 1 year. However, the pinnacle 1 will last for 9 years. So she's going to have to show leadership overall for the next 9 years. And not only that, what that means is that opportunities are just going to be showing up for her. And it gives her the ability to be in front of the crowd and being courageous about her opinions and her ideas. And remember, guys, I said she's doing a lot of interviewing right now. And the reason why is because the overall pinnacle is this 1, and it's pushing her to be this leader. It's pushing her to get out there. Not only that, her personal year 1, which is really, truly pushing her. Now, next year, her personal year will change to 2, to the 2 energy. And when it changes to the 2 energy, she's going to be more quiet, but she still will be in the limelight. She still has to be more patient about all of the ideas and all of the things that she has put out there in this year, and wait till they start to manifest, okay? This is the time where she's thinking about new ideas, original thought, acknowledging the divine guidance. She acknowledging the divine guidance, and she said, thank you, God, for all these beautiful, wonderful things that are starting to happen. My life is starting to take off and being brand new. I'm starting to reinvent myself, rejuvenate myself, reinvent myself. I'm breaking away from these Kardashians and Tyga, and I am stepping into Blac Chyna and who I was born to be. And that's where she is right now. It's a very, very powerful time. That's what I'm trying to get. She is powerful. She's in her pinnacle year her second pinnacle cycle, but she has a pinnacle time of 1, which is giving her all of this power. The 44A energy is powerful, and she's a visionary. Guys, come on. I'm telling you, don't underestimate Blac Chyna right now. She is about to be a powerhouse. She's about to blow up the scene, and you're going to be like Kardashian who? You're going to be like, what's the other one with the blonde, short hair? I told you I can't remember anything when I'm doing these. What is her name? The one who used to date Kanye. What is the girl's name? I can't even think of her name right now. The one that has the son, Sebastian by... Anyhow, I know that, Sonia, I know you're watching, so if you can give me the name of the one with the blonde ball, just had a baby, or she's pregnant. Amber Rose, that's her. So she is going to be as powerful and bigger than Amber Rose. I'm telling you, once Blac Chyna this year, she will become this magnificent, this leader. She will probably start doing some things in the community that is truly going to set her apart from all of this other stuff that she's come from, all of the drama. It's truly going to set her apart from all of that, and you will start to see her as a professional that is making money and giving back. I promise you, just keep watching. Amber Rose, that's right. See, I knew you'd give it to me. Okay, so accept yourself exactly. So this is the time for her to accept herself exactly as who she is, and try not to criticize herself, and this is for the next 9 years, because criticizing herself is criticizing the Creator, God, because right now she is in a pinnacle of 1, which means God has given her all this power. So it is no time to get down, get depressed. This is the time to shine and know that I am walking with you, and the divine is within and is giving you the guidance. So when you are criticizing for something that is going on, you're criticizing God within, okay? If you're watching, I'm hoping that you will see this video and you will understand what I am saying. Now, when it comes to pinnacles, there's always a pinnacle, but there's always a challenge. Okay? And so her challenge is the 3 energy. So now I'm explaining to you. If your life path is a 3, or you're born on the 3rd, it means something totally different when it comes to a challenge. Okay? The pinnacle, she's in her second pinnacle cycle, which lasts for 9 years from the age of 30. Her age, yours may be different. From the age of 30 to 39 is the overall aura of what you are doing in your life. Okay, that's what the pinnacle is. And so with the challenge, even though there's a pinnacle with all this good stuff, a lesson, you know, what you're going through, how you need to be, there's always a challenge, and you have to overcome, learn the lesson. It's always a lesson. That's why when we don't have, people, we truly don't have time to get down and get depressed about what we got going on, because there's too many lessons that's going on in us, teaching us that we have to get the message to be able to move forward. You don't have time to be talking about nobody else, watching someone else, paying attention to somebody else's business, because you got enough going on up in here, all through here, through this song. And if your song is dragging, is skipping a beat, then you got to check yourself. You got to take time and work on yourself, because it's your energy. It's your energy. And when you get off beat, then nothing is right. And if you want things to manifest, if you want things to work out, if you want to turn your dreams into reality, you got to get back on the right beat, the beat of your vibrations, and handle your stuff. You don't have time to worry about someone else's stuff, because you got enough stuff going on already for the rest of your life, until the good Lord take you out of here, until your time is up. There will always be opportunities, but it will be followed by a lesson. Always. Always. Okay? So, pinnacle 1, which is a really good, powerful time for her to stand tall and no more of trying to be someone else. You be who you were meant to be. No standing behind no one. You be out in the forefront, and she has an opportunity to be out here for the next 9 years, to be in this powerful stage of her life, in this Pinnacle 1. Second Pinnacle cycle for Pinnacle 1. The challenge is the number 3, which means know who you are. Know that you are a child of God. Hey, amen. Know you're a child of God and able to express that joyful, creative self. So basically it's saying whenever you would get down and emotional about what you got going on, the challenge is to know you are a child of God. You're being led. And the lesson is to identify your feelings and speak from the heart. She is standing up. She is talking now. She is speaking. So I would say she's taking this challenge head on. Now, this is only the second year being in this pinnacle, because she just turned 31. So first year, going on to the second year, because she just turned 31 back in May. So she is just now getting into this first, the second pinnacle, but taking on this challenge. So she still have 8 years to go to deal with this challenge of staying in the forefront, speaking from the heart, making sure you are being creative and expressive, and knowing that God is within, and knowing that you are a child of God, and knowing that your words have profound impact on your life, and not to take yourself so seriously. You got to remember, this will be a challenge for her, because the sixth energy as her life path is a perfectionist. So she will want to make sure that everything, all the dots are all the I's are dotted and all the T's are crossed. Because of her sixth energy, things have to be right all the time. And this challenge for her is saying, don't take yourself so seriously. You are a powerful being. You are a child of God. I got you. You know, we're going to walk this walk, and we're going to talk this talk together. So don't be discouraged about what you have going on, about, you know, if it's not working out for you right now, but everything is going to work out. Everything. You don't have to do anything but show up, and God will do the rest. And that's where she is right now. And I would say she is showing up. Also, the challenge is inviting you to use your positive and happy and loving, inspirational spirit, a vibration of happiness. So she has to always keep her vibration up and be happy. And that is a challenge with that 11-2. Remember, her name is, she doesn't go by Angela White. She goes by Blac Chyna, which is a sensitive vibration that can cause depression, a lot of depression, because of sensitive energy. And with where she is now, she is probably receiving some criticism along the way. You know, you got the people who like to back the Kardashians, so she would probably be receiving some negative feedback from coming out and speaking. You know, they always want to throw up old stuff. These trolls who troll the internet, they always want to throw up old stuff like her sex tape and this is fake and that's fake and all this other stuff. So she has to make sure that she always stay happy. That's the challenge. Staying happy is the challenge. Because she is going to be in a powerful state, because she's going to also be moving up a levels and with shining her business, people are going to come for her. And she has to remember at the end of the day, none of that stuff matter. I am a child of God. I know my place. I know what I have. I know what I'm doing. And I know that I have to stay very positive and keep moving. And so, okay, so, and that's to clarify the pinnacles. Now, let's talk about her karmic lessons. And where the karmic lessons come in is her name. So, in order to understand your chart, everybody don't have karmic lessons, okay? Everybody don't have karmic debt. She is one that does not have karmic debt. She has many, many lifetimes, okay? But that does not mean in her lifetimes that it was all bad. Only thing that's saying that she's had many lifetimes and she wanted to come back and have a few more life experiences before she goes to the point where she's not reincarnated any longer. So she chose to come back and have more life experiences, and that's where the karmic lessons comes from. So the karmic lessons, you can get the karmic lessons from your name. That's how you can tell where if you have karmic lessons to learn. She has 2. So in her name, Angela Renee White, she is missing the 4 and the 6 energy. Now, when you're missing the 4, when you have certain when you have karmic lessons and you have the energies of the karmic lessons, if those karmic lessons shows up in any of your core numbers, okay, then that means life experiences is working out those lessons. So she has the 4 and the 6 energy in her name. Her name has 4/4/8, and her life path is a 24/6. So I would say those karmic lessons are being worked out. And the 4 energy karmic lessons is simply saying to have empathy for other people's feelings. So she is probably a person that, with that 6 energy, she is a person who figure, you know what, if I can get up here and I can work hard and I can do this, then so can you. So she's a no excuse type person. And so what that's saying is that, have some empathy for other people out there who cannot do it like you. Don't be so hard on people. And that's what one of her karmic lessons is being responsible and dealing with your relationship. And so another one is the responsibility and being having more empathy about the relationship that you're in. Needless to say, we've seen the arguments play out on TV with her and Rob. We've seen those arguments. And so relationship is probably a big thing for her, that she has issues and problems in her relationship. But being that 4/4, but she doesn't use her real name a lot. And so she's probably still having to learn how to have more empathy and compassion in a relationship. Okay. Let's see. Trying to be more sincere with other people around you. So she is probably a person who is like, I don't care. I don't care what they think. I don't care what they say. I don't care. She's probably one of those, I don't care. But if Blac Chyna truly want to have a long-lasting relationship with a grown man and not keep playing with these boys, then she has to have empathy in the relationship. Okay, and that's part of the 6 energy. So remember, her life path is a 24/6. So she is playing out this karmic lesson. This karmic lesson is showing up in her life path. So she sees that in her relationship. And I don't know if somebody maybe brought this to her attention. I don't know if the relationship with Rob was real. I don't know if it was something that she really truly cared about, a person who she truly cared about. But I'm sure that he's probably saying, you don't have to go off on me like that. You don't have to be so hard on me like that. I do have feelings, and a lot of her energy is masculine. So she sometimes can forget how to be feminine, and because the 11, master 11, is feminine and masculine. So she does not have a lot of true feminine, even though she's love to be beautiful. She still is the one that will have to have the control, and the one that has to show up in the relationship as giving all of the advice, making all the decisions and everything like that. So that was part of the 6th lesson. Part of the 4 is to be more organized, be more disciplined, and her approach with dealing with other people. I would say that she does have that in the 44/8, using her name, have the discipline, organization. Even being the master 11 too, she has to stay organized and disciplined so she won't get off track. And I think using her real name when she's not on stage and all of that, someone calling her real name, she is truly allowing to have the 44/8 energy show up. So I don't think she truly have any more problems with her karmic lessons, just because they are playing out in her life path and in her name. So she's constantly getting the lessons. So eventually When she finds the right person to be in her circle of family, I mean, with her and her children, then she will be able to, I keep looking down at my phone, then she will be able to understand how to be more compassionate and loving and not be so selfish in the relationship, okay? So it's already an hour. I didn't even notice the time. I hope I did Blac Chyna some service. I hope she was able to understand, or if she see this video, and for you guys to see the true, authentic Blac Chyna, aka Angela Renee White. Again, she has a beautiful song. Her song is all the vibrations that make up who she is. Beautiful, beautiful. And I can honestly say from here on, Blac Chyna will not have any problems with making money in her lifetime. She will not have any issues with doing what she needs to do to get her money, to keep her money, to continue to make more money. And you will be able to see more of her in these next 9 years. I don't know what her next pinnacle will be, but in these next 9 years, you will be able to see more of her show up and be even more brilliant, be even more professional, make more money, be able to give back to certain people. You're going to see her become this totally different person. She will start to give back. You will see her as this humanitarian, as a person who is giving really good advice, a person who is really truly taking, more, how do I want to say it? Her life more serious and her career more serious, and want whatever she's putting out to truly represent her. Okay? Again, my name is Cynthia R. Meeks. I am a life path strategist, which is a fancy way of saying numerologist/intuitive coach. And if you would like a reading, just DM me, get in touch with me, email me, hello@definingLifePath. You can DM me through Facebook, facebook.com/defininglifepath, Instagram.com/defininglifepath. Get your reading, find out what your life path is, find out what your born gift is, find out what your personal year, your karmic lessons, if you have any, your pinnacle that you're in, and I can help you with all that. If you want a short reading, I can do those as well, which is what you truly need, is the short reading until you're ready to learn more about who you are, your beautiful song. Okay, guys, again, I will be doing these celebrity numerology readings quite often, so I hope you enjoyed this one. Leave me any comments, any questions for this video. If you want to if you know her, you can get it over to her. I would truly love for her to watch this and see, and and so she could just say, damn, she know me, she did this, because numerology will truly tell you who you are within. It will give you confidence. It will give you confirmation. It can do so many beautiful things for you, and even the people around you, so they can understand you much better. Okay? Again, love, live, forgive. My name is Cynthia. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. If you're watching this on Facebook, please like my page and watch these videos. Thank you. Bye-bye.